What's up, traders? Welcome back to another training video. I am Kenya, instructor and owner of BK Forex Academy, along with my husband, Brian Horton. And we help new and struggling Forex traders learn how to trade with structure and personal guidance so that you start the right way, that you have a breakthrough, and that you learn how to trade confidently. In this video, I want to share with you all some tips on how do you even start trading full time? Is that even possible? Is there any hope out there? Yes, there is hope. And I want to tell you guys exactly how to do this, but how to do it the right way. The good thing about finding a great quality mentor who's transparent and willing to share is that they help you prevent from making a lot of the mistakes that they made. And that's my hope by sharing this information. So let's hop right in, and I'm going to give you some tips on how to take this thing full time. So what does it take to become a full-time trader? So I can only speak from experience, and I'm going to give you a few tips. Number one, you must get a quality Forex trading education. Now, can you learn Forex trading on your own? Absolutely. When I first started out, I did a lot of research online when I first found out about Forex trading and was just enticed by it. I wanted to get started, and I wanted to get started right away. And I told myself, calm down, do your proper research and figure out what this is all about. So I did my research very quickly. I did my research and then decided to hop in, and I actually started learning on Baby Pips. So shout out to Baby Pips. I love what they're doing. I love what they stand for, and it's great free content. Now, if you like Baby Pips and that's enough for you, that's great. Some people, they've done just that. The problem that I had was that I needed more. I wanted a community. I wanted a mentor that I could go to and ask questions. I wanted some type of live training where I could get on and be able to trade live and see trades happen in a live environment. I also wanted live coaching, and I needed a great program that had risk management attached to it, which honestly, I didn't really quite get in my trading background, but I'm going to tell you more about that. So it's been a journey. It's been a journey, and it's been a rewarding journey, but it's been lots of struggle. And any successful trader is going to be honest with you about that. This is hard work, but I can tell you that trading through a pandemic right now, we have been untouched. And that has been the most powerful thing that has happened in our trading journey thus far. It's opened my eyes really wide to the potential and also the possibilities of what you can do as a full-time or even part-time Forex trader. So my recommendation is, number one, investing into a quality education that offers some type of structure. When I say structure, when you start that program, you want to know that at the end of that program, this is what you can expect to have happen. You know, you will have certain skill sets that you will have acquired, and you can take that into the market and be successful. You will have mastered certain types of skills that it's going to help you go on to be successful on your own. Now, I'm really hesitant about signals and things like that. So I used to be with a company that had great signal products, and it was great at that time when I first started. The problem that I have with signal products is that I'm more passionate about teaching traders how to control their own income without relying on signal products. So for example, in our academy, we do give trading signals, but we don't teach people to rely on trading signals. Because why? What happens if we decide we don't want to teach anymore, which I doubt that will ever happen. But let's, for example, with my previous company, I said, well, what happens if they go out of business? I'm paying a subscription cost every month, and I don't know how to trade and control my own trading. So I'm not so much in favor of trading signals, but to each his own. It's not that you can't take them, but it should be helping you to control your own income at some point. So getting a quality education is a must. You can supplement with doing things on your own, but I feel that investing into a program is going to help you get to where you want to be a lot faster, especially if it's through a program where you have a great mentor inside that program, that you know that they have proven success and you've seen their results. You gravitate to the way that they teach. You actually learn from the way that they teach. Those are important things too. And some programs, you don't really know what you're actually getting. So the good thing about YouTube and you finding content on YouTube is that If you find someone who has a program and you understand them, you love their learning, you grasp their content, and you want more of it, then that would be someone who I would say you would take an opportunity to learn from. And that adopt that person as your mentor. They don't have to be someone that you know, okay? When you enroll into an education program, do not do it for a few weeks or a month or 2 months, okay? I'm just giving you tips. Remember, now as a successful trader, and I can tell you I'm home doing this every day full time, and I'm with my family full time, and we also do other things as well. But I can tell you that by taking the proper time to invest into education, that's what helped us to be where we are today. You have to look at trading like a degree program. I'm just going to be straight up with you. Your first year, you're scared, you're getting started, you don't know what you're doing, you're learning your way around things. And then after your first year, you look back and you're like, oh my gosh, I've come so far. This is amazing. I feel more confident. You're slowly growing your account, and you're on your way. Your second year, you know your way around. You know how to pull a profit, but you're developing those skill sets. You're learning that you are not great at risk management, that you've blown a couple of accounts, and maybe you're questioning, I don't know if this is for me or not. We do that in college as well. We change our major several different times. It's the same thing in trading. I get so many people who I see will stop, start, stop, start, stop, start. One thing you'll see in our history and our journey is that we've never stopped. We never took a break. We never slowed down. And you'll see that we were with the previous company now, and you'll see that I've never been passionate about MLM or network marketing when it came to trading. I was a trader. I was always a trader and a trader only. And the only reason why we built such a large business and audience was because we were successful traders. Okay. So moving on to the next thing, just remember, you have to give it time. And I want you to treat your education program like it's a degree program. And I can guarantee you, I can say that with all honesty, that it will pay off for you if you stay committed and put in the work. So number 2, after that, you want to make sure that you adopt a mentor. Your mentor doesn't have to be someone that you know. It can be someone a part of your education program, but it is someone who has proven results, someone who has quality content that you can grasp and you can learn from them. And you start to see results in your own trading as a result of adopting what you learn from that mentor. It doesn't have to be someone you meet with on a regular. If you can train under someone, and I'm talking about like one-on-one, a quality mentor who knows what they're doing, go for it. Okay, that on top of a structured program will really help you significantly, and it helped me. So after that, the third thing that I would recommend is, so once you go through a program, you have a great mentor and you are doing everything that they do. I mean, everything. If they do a call, you're on that call. If they do a training live, you get to that training. Whatever they do, you do it. And you start to see the results that they're having as well too. Next, you want to adopt a trading strategy. So let's say you go through an education program. After that, after you have grasped the content, you've taken notes, you've studied, and you're attending live calls and trainings, the next thing you want to do is you want to now think of a trading strategy that you want to adopt. So what's your trading personality and what's your schedule? Do you like to scalp where you're in the market grabbing tiny profits in a small amount of time? Or do you like to swing trade? So you want to start paying attention to your trading personality and find a strategy that fits your schedule and also your personality, and you need to test it in a demo account. Now, you want to make sure that this strategy that you select has been proven and has an edge to it. So, for example, a lot of you use our KISS 2.0 strategy or our B-swing strategy. KISS 2.0 is amazing. I just created a 65-page training guide on that. And it's in the description of the video, but I've helped a lot of traders get results with that strategy. But how? I have hours of statistical data that I've proven and tested over years now of how that strategy works so well. And I've shown the proper results for a lot of traders to be able to duplicate it and get the same type of outcome. So you want to make sure that you find a strategy. Once you find that strategy, you want to test it in demo. You want to do about 300 to 500 trades. And you need, this is where a lot of traders go wrong and they don't do it. You need to document your results in a trading journal. Now, why do you document? You document because you need to have some statistical data that you can measure and review and look and see that when you have used this particular trading strategy and followed its rules and everything you've laid out, that when you follow it, you have let's say an 89 or 90% winning percentage in the market, or you start to notice what your strengths and your weaknesses are using it. And that's how I became really good at what I was doing. You'll find that I don't bounce around. I don't, teach I don't want to say 1,000, but literally like that many trading strategies. I know a lot and I can teach a lot. But one thing you'll consistently see is that I'm really consistent in the strategy that I've used because I've worked really hard to turn a profit with it, and it turns a consistent profit. So if it ain't broke, why try to fix it, right? All right, so that would be the next thing. After that, so let's say you start in a practice account. I recommend starting with a very small demo account. So I would say anything under $500. And why? Because you don't want to be enticed to make money. Your goal is not to turn a profit or throw these large lot sizes on your demo account with no risk management. We're not doing that, okay? The goal is to learn, and you need to master the skill set. You need to acquire certain skills in order to help you become a successful trader. So what are some of those skill sets? Learning how to be disciplined, learning proper risk management, learning consistency when it comes to journaling. Do you even journal? How many of you journal, and how many trades have you journaled? Be honest with yourself. Have you journaled a trading strategy and journaled at least 100 trades where you recorded your observations, why you got into the trade? What was your stop loss? What was your entry price? How much of your account did you risk? What was the outcome? And all those different things are critical, because if you don't know where you've been, you don't know where you're going, and you're going to keep jumping everywhere. That's going to be your experience, okay? So once you start seeing some consistency in your demo and you're confident, you're using low lot sizes, I'm talking about 10 cents a pip, or even, just really small lot sizes, you have the breakdown of the strategy and everything. Well, then you want to take that into a live account. So if you start that demo account with like $300 to $500, I recommend starting a live account with that much. So $300 to $500. Now, why not start with a larger account? Why? Because we want to prevent you from making a lot of the unnecessary mistakes in your live account. So you want to practice on demo. If you can be consistent and disciplined with a very small account, you can do the same thing with a larger account. So we try to prevent traders from making those really big mistakes, because if I tell you as a beginner, for example, or someone who doesn't have a lot of experience, oh, go start your live account with $3,000, I know you're going to blow that account. You are going to blow your first few accounts. That's just, you should welcome it. You should accept it. If you can't, trading is not for you. You have to learn how to become a sore loser, a really good loser. And the goal is to learn how to minimize those losses and make them as small as possible, where you are having more of an edge in the market because your winning percentage is higher and your wins are a lot higher than your losses. But that takes time, and it takes great effort to master. It doesn't come automatically. So once you're trading in your live account, I would say the next thing that you really have to nail down is risk management. You have to find some type of method that you're going to follow. And you might say, oh, I already follow risk management, and you carelessly do it. You have to nail down risk management. So if you are in a point in your journey where you find that maybe you're turning a consistent profit, but you go, let's say 100 steps forward and then 300 steps back because you just don't stick to proper risk management. Well, you got to stop and pause. Come out of your live account. You shouldn't be trading in your live account. You should be trading in your demo account. Figure out where your struggles are, work on them, and then go back to your live account and start over again. And you don't stop. You don't give up. You keep going until you get to where you want to be. That's what anything. You got to stay the course and keep going. And that's what it's going to take. And those setbacks are necessary to help you learn more about yourself and where you need to apply more work to be more successful. Okay. So after you nail down risk management, then what do I recommend next? So I got to the point where I was trading really small lot sizes. I started becoming disciplined, but then I started questioning, how do traders take this full time? I didn't really have anyone who was, honest enough to show trade management. This is how I enter a trade. This is my account and what my account size looks like. This is my trading history. I'm really transparent about those things. I think that, you don't really have to see a person's every single record. A lot of that stuff is private anyway, but you can tell when a person is successful. Trust me. You can tell when a trader is successful, you can follow what they do. You can look at their results. You can look at the trades that they call. You can look at the live trade. There's so many ways to tell if a person is successful. And I know that I've learned that from my experience. Also, too, discernment will tell you that as well, too. If you study and follow a person closely, you'll know, and you do what they do, you'll know. If they get results, then of course you should be able to get those same results. All right. So once I started getting consistent small results, I would add money to my trading account. So I would add money constantly, and I was growing an account consistently. And then I would start making withdrawals from it. So I got to a point where I started turning a nice profit. Now, my husband already had trading experience before me, so he was a lot further ahead than I was. But speaking from my own experience, I wanted to start with being able to withdraw from my account. I didn't even know if that was a good or bad thing to do, okay? I'm just telling you my honest experience. So I got to the point where I was able to start withdrawing profits. And then I realized that, you know what? The more money you have, the more money you can make, and it's a lot easier to make it. So when you're questioning, well, how much do I need? I can't tell you how much you should have because everybody's different and your goals might be different, but you have to think about what are your goals. If you're trying to do this full time, what do you need to comfortably trade full time? What bills can you cut back on? How can you minimize your expenses in order to take this to another level? You know, those are things that I did and had to do with my family to make this happen the way we wanted it to. So those are the things that I did when I first started trading. I really just wanted my account as a supplemental retirement account because I had other investment vehicles as well. So I wasn't looking for this to be just the full-time income for our family, because we also had like my husband's income and just different things like that. So you have to think about what your goals are. But what I started doing was breaking down numbers and looking at what do I need to realistically make this full-time income and how can I get there? And what I started realizing was that the more that I saved and stashed into my account, I was able to, now keep in mind, as I'm saving significantly more money and adding more money, I stopped withdrawing as much and I was just adding. So my goal was, I had set a few goals, but I got to the point where I wanted over $20,000 in my trading account and I wanted it as quick as possible. And that could mean a lot of money to some of you, maybe. And it's not, in my mind, that's not a lot of money. And it is doable to make it just like that. But you have to, if you don't think that, then you won't do it. So whatever you think, you can manifest, and you have to believe in yourself to be able to do that. And that's exactly what I did. I was willing to do whatever I needed to do to get to where I wanted to be. And I started realizing that there's a lot of power in this market, and I have the power to really play and do some big things when I do it correctly. So my advice to you is that while you are learning and you are wanting to eventually earn, stash as much money as you can into maybe a high yield savings account where you can build interest on that money and save it for when you're ready to trade in a live account. After you've made a lot of mistakes in your demo account, start small in your live account and slowly start turning a profit. Don't worry about the profit. Remember, you're mastering the skill set. You will know when you're ready, when you start seeing yourself consistently perform the way you should without having a lot of losses. Your wins will be a lot higher than your losses. Also, too, your wins will be a lot higher than your losses. You will be following risk management. You won't trade feeling stressed out because you're using proper lot sizing. You're adhering to your trade management and rules, and you will have a good feeling about your trading. But if you're stressed out, you're worried, you have a headache, you're just all over the place, you're not ready to trade in a live account, okay? So that would be my advice to you. Now, what amount? Work toward what you can do and continue to build on that. And if you have a personal goal, if I think between 10 to 20,000 is an excellent amount to strive toward eventually, if you can get there. Preferably 20,000. And I know for some people that could be a lot of money, but you can turn a profit a lot easier. And you can also start to increase your position sizing and using proper risk management when you have options in the market. But when you have a very small account, you have less buffer. You don't have a lot to play with, okay? So the last thing, focus on consistency and use small lot sizes. So while you are doing these things and taking these proper steps, again, don't worry about making the money because the money will come, but focus on small, consistent steps, okay? Small, consistent steps and small lot sizes. Use small lot sizes because those small lots do add up. You don't need to put a standard on your account or, floss your profits to your family and friends. You don't need to do all all of that. I promise you, if you can appreciate those small lot sizes, those higher lot sizes will be so much easier to trade, and you'll trade them strategically when the time is right. So guys, I hope that this was very helpful for you. Please see the description of this video. You're welcome to join our Telegram, where we share daily trade ideas and a wealth of just resources and tips to help you become a more successful trader. Also check out the description of the video. There's more resources in there, including information on our academy, BK Forex Academy. I hope you guys find this very helpful, and I will see you in the next training video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.